Hello, this is Craig Resnick coming to you from the 2019 ARC Advisory Group Orlando Forum. With me today is my special guest, Jason Dietrich, Chief Revenue Officer, Stratus Technologies. How you doing today, Jason?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Excellent, excellent. Glad to have you at the forum. And you know, the theme of the forum is really all about disruptive technologies. And one of the things that we're hearing about is all these different things that are being exposed to customers. What's Stratus doing as far as how are you dealing with disruptive technologies? How are you helping your customers deal with disruptive technologies, and how are you providing them solutions that kind of help overcome some of those?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of opportunity, specifically in the factory, where companies are looking at ways to be more productive, more efficient. That might be things like machine learning, areas like augmented reality. We're seeing certainly an adoption of edge computing. Where we fit in really is providing the critical infrastructure to make sure those companies, when they have mission critical applications, that they're always available and they're always running. Whether it is that analytics at the edge, or it is an augmented reality play, or traditional industrial automation solutions like HMI, SCADA, Historian, we want to be the computing infrastructure to help support those disruptive technologies.
Yeah, now I know you mentioned edge. Can you elaborate further on some of your edge solutions?
Yeah, so we've been in the edge for a long time at Stratus. We're a 38-year-old company, and really from our very beginnings, we were at the edge, providing solutions to telco companies and financial processing, where we did a lot of those transactions at the edge. In today's world of what is edge computing, we've released a product called ZTC Edge, stands for Zero Touch Computing. And the goal of that is to provide a built-for-purpose edge computing infrastructure. It's virtualized, it's simple to implement and engineer around. It runs your critical applications, again, highly available. And we're finding that to be the type of solution that's adopted at the edge to help those companies who want to build that hybrid architecture.
Okay. Now, one of the other things that a lot of the companies are talking about is, as they're moving, let's say, over to services, software as a service, hardware as a service. What are some of the things that Stratus Technologies is providing as far as services to its customers?
Yeah, we think, first off, all of our technologies that we've been providing to the market, our goal is that highly available, continuous availability for those mission critical applications. So our number one theme for any customer is to make sure that our stuff is always running and their applications are always running. To do that, we've added some services that help with remote monitoring, remote health diagnostics. We can start to predict failures on their hardware and make sure if we have to swap out a node, we'll make sure it's in their hands before that device ever fails. So we've really built in the concept of a managed service around that entire offering. And we think with the edge, we think there's an opportunity for edge as a service, and that's something that we're exploring.
That'd be very, very interesting. I know that, no company, always talk about it takes a village. There's no company that can provide it all, from a startup all the way to the world's largest automation companies. So it takes partners. So for Stratus Technologies, how do you have partner programs? How do you deal with the whole partner ecosystem?
Yeah, for us, partners are our number one go-to-market avenue. We really break our partners into four types. There's an ecosystem of resellers and systems integrators that help us deploy. Specifically in industrial automation, that's really our main go-to-market. And we have programs for them. We're at this point in time, trying to attract more of them. I like to use the phrase increase capacity and capability. So we're looking to expand in terms of the number that we have, but also improve the ones that we do have to make them more productive. The second area for us are the large strategic go-to-market partners. They will be the large industrial automation vendors typically. We have some publicized, go-to-market partnerships with Rockwell, Aviva, Schneider Electric, and our goal with them is really to take our products directly to their customer base, either through their sellers or through some of their relationships in the field. The third category of partners for us are technology partners, companies like Microsoft, where we want to make sure that our technology works with Azure, or our technology works with the other vendors in the space that we think are up and coming. And then finally, OEMs. We're trying to take our technology and have it embedded into machine builders or have our technology licensed. And the OEM is another go-to-market for us. Ultimately, all those avenues are strategic in nature, and it's really our foundation of how we take our products to market.
Okay. And a final question. One of the things we're seeing also throughout the forum is solutions regarding artificial intelligence, machine learning, augmented reality. Does Stratus Technologies offer any solutions, products at this moment in those areas?
Yeah, I would say all of those are areas where we're seeing adoption. What we want to be is the computing infrastructure for those. So if you're a customer who's exploring that, you want to run analytics on your automobile line, or you want to run analytics in a factory, there has to be a place that'll ultimately run, whether that's a virtualized environment or not. Ultimately, we want to make sure that we're the infrastructure either at the edge or in their data center that run those applications. And we're starting to form relationships with those companies who sell those types of technologies.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much, Jason, for being here today.
Thank you for the time and opportunity.
Excellent. This is Craig Resnick coming to you from the 2019 ARC Advisory Group Orlando Forum. Thanks very much. Have a great day.